All right. It is just about 3 o'clock. Gonna wait just another minute or so, see if anyone else might be joining us for this 2020 Fancy Donut Championship. And I want to thank you all for joining us, all 5 of you that are watching right now. And hopefully we'll get a few more. Mom, thanks for tuning in. Brian wants me to go ahead and start, so I'm gonna go ahead and start. It's gonna be about a minute before I start eating a donut, but just wanted to say a couple things. One, last night was supposed to be the NCAA championship for basketball, and obviously that didn't happen. So was born this idea of the 2020 Fancy Donut Championship. You should have your own bracket that you can find in the information about the event. And I want to thank my friend James Zagadlo for putting that bracket together and helped me with that. I should note from right away that this is going to be subjective because it's going to be the donuts that I like. So if you did your own bracket, you might have different outcomes. So I just wanted to make you aware of that. The other thing I want to say is these donuts are from Glaze Donuts. Glaze is one of my favorite places. It's over here in Assembly District 9 on Fort Apache and Sunset. So if you like what you see here today, you can check out their website, glazedonutslv.com. And they also deliver by DoorDash, Postmates, Uber Eats, and they are open for carryout. So if you want to stop by there and check out some donuts, that would be super, super, super awesome. All right, so first thing I want to say, I got the donuts behind me. I don't know if you can see that on the camera or not, but I'm going to grab one here. All right, so first thing I wanted to say is this is a fritter, and somehow this got in the box. I've been of the belief that a fritter is not a donut, so I'm not going to allow the fritter's participation in today's event. And I should also tell you, if you didn't know this, that I have a Nevada Supreme Court opinion from during the legislative session that also establishes that a fritter is not a donut, signed by Judge Abby Silver. So we are on good standing to keep the fritter out. I'm going to try a bite of this fritter. This is a big fritter. It's a really good fritter. Really, really good. A lot of cinnamon, good flavor. So check out the fritter. I'm not going to win today's bracket, but, check it out when you get a chance. I got some water here between donuts. All right. Yeah, Mom, I don't know why my eye looks weird. I'm fine, a little tired, but I'm all right. That's Mom for you, asking about if I'm okay. All right, so let's get to the bracket. The first matchup we're going to have is the Nutty Professor versus the Peanut Butter Donut. So I'm going to grab those. Peanut Butter and Nutty Professor. And you might have noticed my jersey, which is a Marc-Andre Fleury Donut King jersey. My Assembly Judiciary Committee got me this jersey, so I want to thank them for that super, super awesome committee gift. Okay, so the first matchup on the top left side of your bracket, we have the Nutty Professor, which is this donut here, and this is Nutella and mixed nuts. So the Nutty Professor is going to be taking on the Peanut Butter Donut, which is peanut butter and Reese's Pieces. So these are huge donuts, by the way, so I'm only going to have a bite of each because otherwise I won't make it through. So I'm going to start with the Nutty Professor. Again, Nutella and mixed nuts. Really good donut. Really intense nut flavor. So if you like nuts, you're going to love this donut. If you love Nutella and chocolate, it's a good combination. It's a pretty sweet donut, but very, very good. So that's the Nutty Professor. And let's try the peanut butter. I love Reese's Pieces, so let me try this. Tell you what I think. Very strong peanut butter flavor. Reminds me a little bit of those Girl Scout cookies, the peanut butter ones. I don't remember what they're called. They've been called like 9 different things. So it's a good donut as well. Winner of that round is going to go to the peanut butter donut. So the Nutty Professor has been eliminated, and the peanut butter donut is still alive. And could my lovely assistant find a pen for me so I can fill out my bracket? This is Beta, my lovely assistant. Wanna say hello? All right, so we're gonna put the peanut butter donut back in the running. And we're gonna go to our next matchup as soon as I write peanut butter. So to my lovely assistant, if you could find me the Islander donut,
Is that the coconut?
which is a coconut one, and then the Blue Magic donut, which is the blue donut. We'll do those ones next.
What's the blue donut?
It's blue at the top right. Yes,
Oh, it's more like a purple.
All right, sorry, purple donut. Purple donut.
Here you go.
Okay, so in this round we have the Islander donut, which you can see here, and the Islander donut is taro and toasted coconut against the Blue Magic donut, which is blueberry with cinnamon toast crunch on top. So that's pretty awesome. So let me start with the Islander donut. This is my friend Tony's favorite donut, so let's give this a try. Taro is a bit interesting, but nonetheless, here we go. It's very subtle. This is not a super sweet donut, so if you don't like super sweet donuts, you'll like this donut. The taro, it's kind of hard to taste the flavor, but coconut's good. I know coconut's a little bit polarizing. Either love it or you hate it, but good solid donut. Let me take, Stephanie Kais says hello.
Oh, hi Stephanie.
Hi, Belinda. And sorry I'm not responding to all of you. I'm trying to do as best as I can as I watch this, but I'll go back on the video afterwards and respond to any questions. Okay, so here's the Blue Magic, which is blueberry and cinnamon toast crunch, which was one of my favorite cereals as a kid. So here we go.
Maybe you can hear the crunch.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. I don't know. Just wasn't quite as good as I thought it would be. Still a good donut, but I think this one easily goes to the Islander donut. So Blue Magic, despite the fact that you're called blue, and I wanted to make you win because the University of Michigan go blue.
And it's blue day today.
And it's blue day today. The Blue Magic is done, and the Islander donut is moving on to the next round. So let me fill out my bracket. Islander. My pen's not working.
Oh,
Could my lovely assistant find a new pen for me? We've already destroyed a pen. Okay, so we're gonna move up to the top right side of the bracket.
Here you go.
And so can you bring the Oreo donut?
Ooh, this looks very Oreo-ish.
And then the M&M, although there are two M&M donuts, and I'll explain that in a second, so I'm gonna ask you to bring both M&M donuts.
Here you go.
Okay, all right, so the Oreo donut, this is pretty decadent donut. Look at that donut. It's like Oreo crust on the top with some frosting, so that's a good looking donut. And the M&M donut, just so you know, there are two different M&M donuts. The one in my bracket is this vanilla M&M donut, but my friends over at Glaze threw in an extra M&M donut, so there's like a reverse M&M donut with different frostings and flavors. So I'm gonna try to hold up both so you can see the difference. So it's gonna be a little bit of a tag team affair here on the M&M donut. And I'm gonna start with the Oreo donut. I think this is gonna be pretty good. Well, my assistant is my wife, so the social distancing is permissible. So here is the...
we can get as close as we want.
Yeah, here is the Oreo donut. That's a really good donut. It tastes exactly like an Oreo, except a very large, calorie-filled, delicious Oreo. So that's good. Two M&M donuts. Here's the one that's in the bracket. This is the vanilla M&M. You know, it's a pretty standard donut. It just has some little M&Ms on top. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good, but it kind of tastes like a vanilla donut with some M&Ms. Let me try the chocolate one. And those of you watching, you might know I don't love chocolate, so it's kind of, don't repeat that. I know it's crazy, but we'll see how this one tastes. Very, very chocolatey. Very chocolatey. Good, but if you're a chocolate lover, you're gonna love that donut. All right, so here's a consensus. The tag team M&Mers are out. They have lost this round. And the which one was this one we said?
That's Oreo.
The Oreo is advancing to the next round, so I'll give that back to my lovely assistant. All right, I'm getting everything dirty in front of me, which you really can't see. All right, so the next matchup on the bottom right of the bracket is the Two Face versus the Special K donut. This is going to be a really good matchup.
Is this the Special K?
Okay, so the Special K, yeah, that's Special K, and this Two Face. Okay, so
you got to give him a good shot.
Yeah, so the Two Face is like a Jekyll and Hyde donut. There's salted caramel pearls and pecans, and it's half and half. So you can see the salted caramel and then the pecans on the other half, split right down the middle. And then the matchup is against the Special K, which is strawberry pearls and white chocolate. So both of these donuts are featuring pearls, which is pretty interesting. So I'm gonna try the Two-Faced as well, and I'm gonna try to take a bite right in the middle between the two. I don't know if Dominic over at Glaze Donuts is watching. He's the one who runs a show over there, but those salted caramel pearls are really, really awesome. Very good donut. Love the flavor of that one. So let's try Special K, which again is strawberry pearls and white chocolate. I'm a big white chocolate fan, so we'll see how this one goes.
Here's a wet towel for your sticky fingers.
Oh man, this is a really hard choice. I really, really like both of those donuts. Probably they shouldn't have met up in the first round. I'm gonna say, just by a slight margin, the Two-Faced is going to advance. But that one was really close. This could have gone the other way very easily. So the Two-Faced, we're gonna continue on to the next round. And this Special K will be eliminated, but this donut is fantastic. It's just really, really decadent. So I don't know that I could eat this whole thing. Maybe I'll try it later. So good. So good. All right. I think we've lost a few people. They've lost interest already, but you know, maybe
I don't know, you eating donuts.
maybe you have something better to do today. I don't know. Okay, so the Two-Faced advance. So we are down now to our final 8, and we're kind of speed up the show a little bit because I know you guys got stuff to do. So let's go back to the top left-hand side of the bracket. I'm going to need the maple bacon versus the peanut butter donut. So again, we're at our Elite 8. This is the first matchup.
Peanut butter?
No, that's the People's Choice. The peanut butter is the one with the Reese's Pieces. So you guys know what maple bacon looks like, but look at that maple bacon donut. Fantastic. All right, and then we have the peanut butter one, which you saw earlier. You can see I've already taken a bite. So let's start with that and try this one again. Again, great peanut butter flavor. Really, really great job. Not too sweet, but great donut. And we got our maple bacon. This is a fan favorite. Got a bye in the first round. Oh. You really can't beat the combination of maple and bacon. I mean, look at that donut. Crispy bacon pieces. The maple's fantastic. You know, peanut butter, never had a chance. Maple bacon is going to the Final Four, and the peanut butter donut is out. So thank you to my lovely assistant. And let me mark my bracket. So maple bacon moves on. Let's go down to the next matchup. We have Matcha Man, which is the matcha donut, and the Islander, which is a coconut donut. So let me start with Matcha Man, not Macho Man, who, by the way, is behind me, if you can see there. Matcha Man, this is a super interesting donut, and an award-winning donut, by the way. Matcha Man is matcha green tea, frosting, and then pistachios. So that's a pretty awesome one. And then we're back to, remember from earlier, our Islander, which is the taro and toasted coconut. So let me try this Islander again. I really like coconut. If you like coconut, this donut's really good. Really fantastic donut. My mom says the color looks gross. I think she probably means in the matcha donut, but okay. I'm going to try the matcha donut, which is, again, matcha green tea and pistachios. Dominic told me that this won donut of the year in one of the competitions here in Nevada. So let's give it a shot. All right, so here's my analysis of this. This donut is not sweet at all. It really tastes like a Japanese dessert. You threw some bean paste on top. I mean, you could find this in any store in Japan. So the flavor is good. If you like green tea and matcha, you're probably gonna love it. But in an upset, my assistant's very sad. Matcha Man has been eliminated, 3-pointer at the buzzer, and the Islander donut is going to move on to the final 4. Okay, so when we come back to that in a second, we're gonna have Maple Bacon versus Islander in the final 4, which is gonna be awesome. All right, but let's go to the other side of the bracket. We have El Jefe, which is the one with the churro on it, versus the Oreo donut. El Jefe, now, I mean, what's not to love about the visual on this donut? What we have with El Jefe is horchata frosting and a churro filled with caramel inside of it. And by the way, just, you know, my assistant off camera might also be sampling some of the donuts that are in front of her. I would turn the camera around, but the table's much too messy, so I'm not gonna do that. But so this donut won an award as well recently. So that's El Jefe, and then you guys remember the Oreo donut, super decadent, super great. I'm gonna try the Oreo donut again first. This was a good donut. Do you know that Oreos are actually vegan? I don't think this donut's vegan, but Oreos are. Jeff Dixon taught me that, as he routinely took down packs of Oreos during my campaign. So good donut. Let's dive into El Jefe with the churro. I mean, look at that. Come on, what's not to love? Oh man, I don't deserve something that good. I really don't. That's an amazing donut. Amazing donut. Oreo to the bench. El Jefe is moving on to the final 4. Let me fill out my bracket. I feel my blood sugar starting to rise. Feeling a little jittery. I promise that's water. Okay, so the next matchup we have is the People's Donut. So if you guys remember, if you watched my video last week, I had a People's Donut after that KFC donut disaster. And this is the People's Donut. So this is Hershey's Kisses. You can see those vanilla frosting and caramel ribbons. So that's the People's Donut. And then you remember from earlier, we had the Two Face, which is the salted caramel pearls, as well as the pecans. So I'm gonna try the Two Faced again. I'm gonna try the other side where the two different kinds meet. It's a really fantastic donut. Really well done, Glaze. Worthy of the Donut King moniker. Okay, so let me get to the People's Donut, right? It's the People's Donut or the People's Choice Donut? I always forget. Okay, People's Donut. Nice looking donut. Let's give it a bite. This is really hard to decide because these are like non-chocolate donut matchups. And that one's good too. But you know what? I'm sorry, People's Donut. You've been eliminated. So the Two-Faced Donut has now won 2 matchups, and we are to our final 4. So if you're just tuning in now, we're to the final 4, and the 2 matchups, starting on the left side of the bracket, are gonna be Maple Bacon versus Islander Donut, and on the other side of the bracket, El Jefe versus the Two-Faced. So 2 of our donuts that had a first round bye have advanced, and 2 have been eliminated. So Maple Bacon versus Islander. I'm gonna start with, of course, the Maple Bacon. Okay, let's give this a shot. God, just a great donut. I know some people feel strongly about not putting bacon on donuts, but those people are wrong. They're just wrong. Catherine Best says hello, Beta.
Hi, Catherine.
Okay, back to the Islander, which again was, what was the Islander?
The Islander was a taro coconut.
Taro coconut, okay. Oh man, I don't know. I gotta go back in for a second of each of these. They're just really different donuts. Brian says he puts bacon on bacon. That's good.
So it's like a double bacon.
You know, man, really close. Could flip a coin on this one. So, maple bacon advancing to the final. You guys knew that was going to happen, right? It was close, though. Very, very close. Islander easily could be in the final. Okay, let's go El Jefe versus the Two-Face. And thanks for those of you who are joining us late. You know, I know if you have nothing to do later, you can go back and watch this riveting edition of Stay Home with Steve, part 2. So, all right, we got El Jefe, which again is the churro donut, versus the Two-Faced, which is the salted caramel pearls and pecans. So it's getting harder on the Two-Faced to find a bite that gets both flavors in. So I'm going to take 2 smaller bites and mix them. Those salted caramel pearls are really, really awesome. And then the churro donut. Here, let me savor that a little bit. Take a sip of water because I'm getting a lot of sugar, high right now. Okay, let's try this El Jefe again, which again is the churro lodged in there. So the thing that's amazing about the churro is the churro actually has like caramel inside of the churro. So it's not just like the churro, it's like, I mean, it's amazing. And by the way, I went to Glaze a few days ago in the afternoon. Actually, it was like early afternoon. They had run out of El Jefe donuts. They're so popular. So make sure you get there early if you want one.
Is there cinnamon on that?
There is I think there is cinnamon on it. Again, this is a really, 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 really tough choice. It's a tough choice. But you know what? In a stunning upset, the Two-Faced donut
Whoa!
is advancing over El Jefe.
Wow.
El Jefe, awesome donut. And here's, I think, why I decided that. The Two-Faced donut is a little less sweet than the El Jefe donut. And typically I like really sweet things, but I feel like I could really take down the Two-Faced donut, like no questions asked. The El Jefe with the churro, I'm not so sure. But so we have reached the championship matchup. Let me check my watch. We're going about 20 minutes, so I better wrap up quickly. We have Maple Bacon versus the Two-Face. Who's it going to be? Normally we'd stop, have a national anthem, all the pageantry, but I can't sing, and nor can my assistant. So
What? Speak for yourself.
I'm only speaking for myself. So let's do it. Maple Bacon versus the Two-Face. Let's try the Maple Bacon first. All right. Find a good piece there.
That's a big bite.
Oh. The saltiness of the bacon and the crispiness versus the maple flavor. I mean, it's just a fantastic donut. Really, really good. It's going to be hard to beat. The favorite right now. Back to our Two-Face, which, by the way, the Two-Face came all the way from the opening round play-in game. So let's find a good bite of the Two-Face donut. That's a really good donut. So what do you think, guys? What's it going to be? Two-Faced or Maple Bacon? What does my assistant think?
I think the Two-Faced.
She thinks the Two-Faced. It's a really close call. But the winner of the 2020 Glaze Donuts Fancy Donut Championship is the Two-Face.
Woo!
The Two-Face.
The crowd goes wild.
The Maple Bacon is awesome too, but this Two-Face donut, I mean, I wish I had like a ribbon or a trophy or something to give it. I'll probably eat the rest of it off camera, but this donut kind of took me by surprise. I don't know that I've ever had this donut before. Would definitely get this again. That being said, all the other donuts have been fantastic as well. And I know some of you are disappointed, but you can do your own bracket. If you live here, you can do your own bracket, or if you visit, you can do your own bracket. We have one more surprise before we head out today, and that is an extra donut that was presented to me from my friends at Glaze. So I'm just going to give that a shot, and maybe it'll be a next bracket championship. So this is a Nutella donut with chocolate cinnamon toast crunch. And Dominic, who runs Glaze, told me this is one of his favorites. So not in the bracket this year, but I'm going to give it just a shot on the way out.
I like those crispy parts.
If you like Nutella and chocolate, like that donut is fantastic. I don't love chocolate or Nutella, so it's not my favorite, but you should get that if you love those two things. The crispiness is really, really, really great. Okay, so here's what I want to say. I want to thank all of you for watching this 2020 Fancy Donut Championship. And I again want to plug Glaze Donuts. I've only given you a sampling. These are the fancy donuts. They also have tasty donuts and classic donuts. So like another 12 or 13 of each of those varieties in addition to what we've had here today. So they've been great partners to work with here in my assembly district. I tend to go there to buy donuts for volunteers. And again, glazedonutslv.com. The donuts is DOUG. NUTS, and then you can stop by. They have DoorDash, Postmates, Uber Eats, really, really, really good donuts. So stop by there if you get a chance. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope this was at least mildly entertaining in your day, and I look forward to next week, probably at the same time, for Stay Home with Steve, episode 3, content to be determined, but I'm taking ideas, so if you have any, let me know. Stay safe out there, everyone. I want to thank my lovely assistant, and promotional consideration was paid for by the following. Nobody. All right. Have a good day, everyone. Take care.